Hello everyone! In this video I'm going to show you guys how to make a rebirth menu for your speed simulator, just like the one on screen. Before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video so you don't miss out on any future content. Let's get right into it. I will be linking this rebirth menu in the description below. First, we're going to start by making our rebirth menu inside here invisible. And we're going to script this button to open it. So we're going to insert a local script inside the rebirth menu screen GUI, and I'm going to call this open menu. We're going to start by defining the player. Local player equals game.players.local player. Next, local open GUI equals script.parent : wait for child open GUI. Now down here we're going to write open GUI dot mouse button one click connect function, and then let's enter. Now we're going to define the rebirth menu. So local rebirth menu equals script dot parent : wait for child rebirth menu. And next we're going to write this: rebirth menu dot visible equals not rebirth menu dot visible. So now, if we go in game, once we load in, if we click this button, it will open and close our rebirth menu. Next, we need to program the close button for the rebirth menu. So we're going to insert a local script inside right here, this image, and I'm going to call it GUI management. We're going to start by defining the player as you would do with any local script. So local player equals game.players.local player. Next, we are going to define the close button. So local close button equals script.parent : wait for child close button. And then down here we're going to write close button dot mouse button one click connect function, and right here we're going to write script.parent.visible equals false. So now we can test this by opening up the game. When we click the close button, it should close the GUI. So we can open it with the button, and if we press close, it will close it. Now we need to start programming this body paragraph. Now if I make this visible, you can say in this body paragraph, it will tell you how much you need to rebirth. We need to make it so it will change this text right here, this number, to be how much it will cost to rebirth. So before we do that, we need to make a rebirth value. So go to your server script service, and inside player stats we're going to make a new variable. I'm going to call it rebirths. So local rebirths equals instance dot new number value rebirths dot name equals rebirths, and rebirths dot parent equals leader stats, and finally rebirths dot value equals 1. The reason we have to set it to 1 is so the player will not get multiplied by 0, or else whenever they gain steps, they will not be gaining any at all, because it will be multiplying the amount of steps they should be gaining by 0. Alright, now that we've done that, we can get into coding this right here. So inside GUI management, we're going to make a loop. But first we need to define our body paragraph. So local body equals script.parent, wait for child, body. Now, down here we're going to write a loop, which would be while true do. We're going to make it wait 0.1 because this does not need to be running too fast, so we can run this pretty slow. And we're going to write this. Body.text equals, now we need to take the text of this, so we're going to press the text button in properties, Control C this, Control V. Now, what we're going to do is right here, where you see the 500, you're going to end it. Then you're going to go ... and then ... So, whatever number we put right here will be basically the value that will be there. So we're going to put a space right here after least, and a space right here before speed, and in between these 4 dots, so in between each 2 dots, we need to write player.leaderstats.rebirths.value times 500. Then put that inside parentheses, and we're good. So now, if I hide the rebirth menu by turning visibility off, and we go into the game, we will see when we open up this menu, it will display 500 because we have 1 rebirths. But now what we're going to do is go into our rebirths count, and let's just change it to 3. Now it's 1,500 because we supposedly have 3 rebirths. Now all we need to do is finally program the rebirth button to make them lose that amount of speed, and then they will basically rebirth. So we're going to start with a remote event that I'm going to call rebirth. You're going to put this remote event inside replicated storage. Now in GUI management, we're going to define this. So local rebirth equals game.replicated storage, wait for child, rebirth. Then after that, you're going to write local rebirth button equals script.parent, wait for child, rebirth button. Then above this loop, we're going to write rebirth button dot mouse button 1 click, connect function, and then just put the ending parentheses. Now here's where it will get a little bit complicated. So if player.leaderstats.speed.value, and make sure speed is a capital S, is greater than or equal to player.leaderstats.rebirths.value times 500, and again we're going to put this inside parentheses. Then we will write right here rebirth fire server, and then we're going to write below this else rebirth button dot text equals not enough speed, wait 1, and then rebirth dot text will equal this. So that, and then we're going to delete that and just write rebirth. Now if we go into game, you will see if we don't have enough to rebirth and we press the rebirth button, it will say not enough speed. Finally, we just need to program the remote. So real quick, we're going to go into GUI management, copy this script right here where we define the remote, go into our remote script inside server script service, paste this in at the top below add points, and then we're going to write this: rebirth dot on server event connect player rebirth. Then above we're going to write local function player rebirth, then parentheses at the end, and we're just going to write player dot leader stats dot rebirth dot value equals, we're going to copy this, player dot leader stats dot rebirth dot value plus 1, and then player dot leader stats dot speed dot value equals player dot leader stats dot speed dot value minus player dot leader stats dot speed dot value. Now you might see that these players are highlighted. All you have to do is in between these parentheses right here write player, and then you'll be good. Now finally, if we go into game, we can see once again, if we open this up, and real quick, I just noticed a mistake that I'm going to fix actually. Inside the script, the remote script, I said rebirth right here. We're going to change this to be rebirths. And then I'm just going to make sure I didn't make the same mistake anywhere else. Nope. Okay, so now if we go into game, we can see we currently don't have enough speed in 1 rebirths. So if we try to rebirth, it will not let us. But if we go and make our speed value 150, just for an example, as you can see, it will be very fast. But if we rebirth, oh, I still need a little bit more. So we're going to set it to 550 as the example. Now we'll be very fast with 550. We'll purchase a rebirth. We will be slow again, but we will be gaining speed. So now all we have to do left is go into the remote script, and right here we're going to do this. On the right we're going to write times player dot leader stats dot rebirths dot value, put parentheses around these, and we shall be done. So as a final check, we'll go into the game, give ourselves 500 speed so we can check, and if we rebirth, we will gain 2 speed instead of 1 per step. So it seems all of our scripts work. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to see more tutorials just like this one, be sure to subscribe to the channel with post notifications on so you don't miss out. See you in the next video.